David has got some daddy issues. Welcome back to Big Stevie Cool 1872. Another lovely, nice and toasty day, but Davide Ancelotti, I don't know what's up with this guy, right? He just can't leave his daddy, you know what I mean? He just can't leave Big Carlo by himself. So I woke up, I set my alarm for 11 and I actually slept into about 20 to 1. And then it's plastered all over Twitter. Oh, Carlo Ancelotti's son. Because I feel like that's all this guy's going to ever be known by, is Carlo Ancelotti's son. Turns down Rangers and any other managerial job so he can be with his dad at the World Cup. And I just think this is pathetic, man. You know what I mean? Like, the guy's been linked with Bayer Leverkusen, Como, Rangers, Sevilla, and he's turning it down so he can be the assistant to Brazil in the World Cup. You know, and obviously the World Cup's a big thing, but it's not like he's turned it down to become manager of Brazil. You know what I mean? International football, all that stuff. He's turned it down to be assistant. I just don't get this, man. And when you looked at the rumours, right, from like all those Real Madrid fan accounts and shit like that, this looked like it was nailed on. And it was like they'd agreed, but all they had to do was sign a deal. And now, as Rangers fans, we're back at square one regarding Davide Ancelotti. And, you know, because, well, he's done. Like, I mean, but I thought the writing was on the wall. See, yesterday, when, he needs 2 weeks to decide, and then he's decided, you know, this morning. It was never going to be a Rangers, man. Let's just be honest, man. See the amount of people getting behind him because of stuff his dad had done in La Liga. You know what I mean? Like, I think people need to actually wake up and smell the coffee, like, because, but he changed a few tactics when they were 7-0 up against Deportivo. Aye, brilliant. Well done, David. You know what I mean? People absolutely arse-licking this David guy because of tactics like that. I'm glad he's not the manager, man. I'll be honest. As much as I'll admit that it would have been like completely fresh and, you know, starting from scratch and all that stuff. It's no want it. It was no want it. Let's be real. Davide Ancelotti. Nobody with their head screwed on thinks this guy's a decent option. It was a massive risk at best, so I'm glad it's fell through. But I mean, is this guy ever going to be his own man? Like, is he ever going to step away from his dad's shadow and actually manage football clubs? I mean, it's not like he was linked with shite clubs, you know what I mean? I mean, we're talking us, Leverkusen, Como, Seville. He's not linked with becoming mayor of the city of Seville. You know, I don't know if this guy's ever going to take a job, right, personally. Feels like he's just going to follow Carlo around until Carlo can't manage no more. But in all seriousness, David, do what you want, but like we said yesterday, writing was on the wall. See, I need 2 weeks to decide, then he's decided the next morning. You know, just don't get it. I genuinely don't get this, how this guy went from being an absolute, like, not even talked of it, and becoming next Rangers manager, to it was nailed on, to this. You know what I mean? Oh, we held talks with him. I still think it's going to, but then, you see, if it was going to be Gerrard, right? Gerrard's been favourite for that long. There has to be some form of discussion, right, that puts Gerrard at the top of the list. So, is Gerrard first reserve? I mean, no, it's crazy, man. I actually have no idea who's going to be the manager. It feels like at this point it's just going to be an absolute, like, rush job. It does. You know, and like, for the first time in a while, we've had time to pick a manager. You know what I mean? Where I feel like in the past we've sacked mid-season and then we've had to bring a guy in relatively soon. Obviously this time we've sacked mid-season and just went, well, we'll give it to Barry to the end of the season, which was the correct call. So I don't know what's next, guys, honestly, but am I surprised this has fell through? No. I thought the link at the start was borderline ridiculous, and I'm glad we've no got him. I think there'll be a decent handful of people, man, that will be a decent handful of people that won't be that happy, to be brutally honest. Which is their loss, I guess. But leave it down below. Who do you think's going to get this Rangers job? Because I've no idea.